Before the video starts, like the video and follow my channel. Some places are never truly abandoned. When the sun dies and silence takes over, something still remains, watching. You arrive at the ruins of Jericho as the sun is dying behind the hills, and the golden light seems to spill over the broken stones like ancient blood. The hot desert wind passes through the ruined walls, producing a whisper that does not sound natural, almost like voices trying to remember something that was erased. You feel, even without seeing it, that this place is not just old, it is aware. Every step you take lifts dust that seems to move on its own for a second longer than it should, as if reacting to your presence. You were drawn there by strange reports, stories whispered by villagers who avoid looking toward the ruins at night. They speak of something that walks among the rubble when the moon rises, something that leaves no human footprints and makes no normal sounds. Some say they heard deep breathing coming from the broken walls. Others swear that shadows move against the moonlight, as if the stones themselves were alive. And now, standing there, you realize these stories no longer sound like exaggerations. As you move forward, your body begins to react before your mind fully understands the danger. A chill runs up your spine, and your breathing slows, almost forced. There is something wrong with the silence, an absence of insects, of birds, of any sign of life. You realize that even the wind seems to avoid certain areas of the ruins, bending around specific points, as if something invisible were occupying that space. Then you see the first clear sign. Between two shattered walls, a shadow moves in the wrong way, not stretched by the light, but against it. The shape is too tall, too thin, and it seems to bend in a way that does not match a human body. You try to focus, but your eyes cannot define where the creature begins or ends, as if it were partially outside of reality. Your heart pounds so hard you fear the sound might give away your position. The creature moves slowly, gliding between fallen stones and broken columns, as if it knows every inch of that place. You sense that it is not merely walking, it is searching. Not for something, for someone. And a deep part of you understands, with terrifying clarity, that someone is you. You try to step backward, but the loose sand crunches beneath your feet. Far too loud in the absolute silence. The creature stops. The air around you seems to grow denser, heavier, as if the desert itself were holding its breath. Then, very slowly, the shape turns its head toward you. There are no visible eyes, but you feel the gaze pass through you, probing your thoughts, your fear, your living presence in that dead place. Ancient accounts say that Jericho was never completely abandoned, that something was left behind when the walls fell, something that did not die, something that feeds on those who dare to walk among the remains. You remember these stories now, as the creature begins to move again, faster, more determined. The sand stirs around it without its feet touching the ground, as if it were floating, or being carried by a force that does not belong to our world. You run. Your breath burns, your muscles scream, but you know you cannot stop. Even so, you feel that the creature does not need to run to keep up with you. It is always at the same distance, always just behind, like a shadow that refuses to let go. The desert, the ruins, the dark sky, everything seems to close in around you, turning Jericho into a massive trap. When you finally stumble and fall, dust erupts into a suffocating cloud. For an instant, everything turns white. And then, through that haze, you see the silhouette of the creature approaching. Tall, distorted, impossible. You understand, in that final moment of clarity, that Jericho does not guard only memories of the past. It guards something that still walks, still watches, and has now found you.